As space industry leaders gathered at this week's Space Symposium in Colorado, the U.S. Defense Secretary issued a stern warning.
Weapons are currently deployed by our competitors that can attack our assets in space. Both China and Russia have weaponized space with the intent to hold American space capabilities at risk.
While China and Russia both deny any militarization of space, Patrick Shanahan said a new organization is needed to defend American space interests.
Today we need to establish a Space Force to protect our future.
We got launch.
President Trump unveiled the idea last year. The U.S. Space Force would train and equip 15,000 to 20,000 personnel drawn from other military services and aim to ensure U.S. military superiority in space at a cost, Shanahan said, of about $500 million a year.
We are not going to sit back and watch. We are going to act.
The threat is real and it's there, and we need to react to it as a nation.
Jim Light with the information technology and engineering company SAIC refers to the ability of some countries to target satellites and use other measures to degrade or destroy U.S. space capabilities. A recent anti-satellite missile test conducted by India was yet another reminder, Light says, of how space is becoming more contested and weaponized.
The whole concept of battle management in space is fairly new. And so that's what, the industry is gearing up for, is how to help the nation take on that new mission.
The stakes from the U.S. perspective couldn't be higher. Satellites are critical to the economy, to things like earthbound navigation, communication, down to the self-driving cars of the future.
Space is fundamental to our modern way of war.
A war that won't be tank on tank like wars of the past.
It could be cyber, it could be laser weapons, it could be jamming the communications capability. And what they did is...
Retired Brigadier General Scott Bethel says the U.S. has been naive when it comes to the space threat. He and some in the U.S. Congress wonder whether a new military branch built from scratch is really the answer.
That institution has to stand up. It has to organize, it has to find its place, and that can be many years.
But Shanahan, who also outlined plans for a beefed-up U.S. Space Command and Space Development Agency, said there's no time to waste.
We are starting now because we refuse to fall behind. To those who want to partner with us, buckle up.
Space is no longer a sanctuary, he said. It's now a war-fighting domain. Hendrik Sabrandi, CGTN, Denver.